Good morning, friends. I'm Reverend Kira, and this week we are looking at what it means to be a spiritual first responder. Many of us have been called to rise up during these times in a way that is holding the consciousness and the oneness and the awareness of inviting others into a revolutionary kind of loving kindness, of holding the love. And in the process, we get to express and experience our own places where maybe we still have some duality that's running our own personality, our own ego basis. And how do we release that and open to the awareness that as a Christ consciousness and knowing the Christ consciousness in one another is the greatest gift we give to the world. And as a first responder, we are stepping ahead of we're always on the leading edge. We're in the front wave of those that are responding to the spiritual crisis that we have been in as a world, to the place where the duality is inviting us to create separation. We're instead saying, I will be here. I'm holding all of those as others are going through the dark night of the soul, losing loved ones, struggling with what they're experiencing and seeing in the world. How do we hold that place where we are here to be those that are lifting up, encouraging, moving that way forward with love, with peace, with harmony? And it begins in our own soul, but then we also are first responders to others on the front lines and others that are there following and are saying we are looking for leaders that are holding a different consciousness. Excuse me. This is such an important piece of what's occurring in our world right now, is that where is the leadership within me that calls me forth to be a first responder to a crisis situation, to a challenge, to someone who is having a crisis of their soul, who is having a crisis in seeing the world in separation, of feeling angry and hurt. How do we hold the high watch? We don't go into the fray in the way that takes us down with them, but instead we offer to lift up all of humanity by our own behavior, by our own awareness, by our willingness to call out the Christ in another. And so we're going to talk more about what it is to be a spiritual first responder this Sunday. I think it's the most important role that we can play at this time. I consider myself a spiritual activist. And I know that that may lead to social activism, but my first response is spiritual activism. And what is that? As a spiritual first responder, to move into the activism that unites our world, that brings forth another expression of what is it that is ahead of us? What is it that is available to us? Where is that future that we're seeking to hold on to, the hope, the realization, not just a hope, but a faith and a trust and a knowing that we are in a transformation unlike any we have ever seen upon this planet. And as a result, we are truly bringing forth a new paradigm of existence. There are those that speak of it as a dimensional shift. There are many ways to take a look at this. But at this point, it also translates to how do I look at my own consciousness and what happens when I get riled up inside and come out, which I do too. Sometimes I get irritated and I get to notice what is it in me where is it I have a button that can get rubbed, pushed, all of that. And what is it to heal that separation or that belief in separation or the fear that underlies that? There are many ways that we get to face ourselves because there's only one consciousness, one presence, one power that we speak to every week. And how is it that I stay tuned and attuned and aligned and affirmed in that and affirm myself and others so that I can be a spiritual first responder? And I know those of you that are watching this, those of you that are in the consciousness peace train that we are, and the love train that we are bringing forth into the world, spitting on myself, I get so excited, is that you are part of that with us. You know, you are part of that spiritual first responder group, or you wouldn't be watching this video. And I am honored to be a part of that with you. And I want to call us out and acknowledge. We acknowledge our first responders because they have saved lives. They have been there in the moment of need for others. They have taken and pushed back the fires that would burn away homes, and instead they have kept others safe and kept their homes safe and kept their livelihoods safe and kept their ability to be living in this world. And we are opening to the way that we are being first responders to sustain not the old way of life, but the things that are most critical, most vital in our world. The ways that we love and the ways that we care and the ways that we acknowledge our oneness. So come join us this Sunday at Unity Bay Area, Houston. We've got a beautiful week here in Texas, and we're grateful for this incredible weather, but we're grateful for the thing that brings forth the great souls who are rising up to be the presence that they're meant to be in this world, and I know you're one of them. So come join us Sunday at 10:30 a.m., 1911 Highway 3 South in League City, Texas, or join us online. We'll be on Facebook Live and YouTube Live at Unity Bay Area, Houston. So come join us. It is a powerful time to be alive, and I, for one, am grateful for each one of you. Thank you for being the spiritual first responders and making a huge difference in how we're moving our world forward. God bless you, friends. Hold the high watch. Listen to the heart and soul of your being and allow yourself to express your truth. It's going to be a beautiful new world that we are creating. And right now it's hard to see in the midst of the muck, in the midst of the destruction of the old. But I invite you to hold strong your faith. All right. Love you, friends. See you soon.